What's going on, guys? This is your host AZ, and today the NDA for the RX 480 graphics card just lifted, and we saw many benchmarks and reviews from different YouTubers and from different websites on the internet showing the performance of the new graphics card and where it stacks up to already existing graphics cards. If you guys have not been following the RX 480 reviews, then let me tell you that the graphics card is close to performance of a GTX 970 and an R9 390. That's what we're gonna get for a $200 to $250 graphics card now with a 40nm architecture. Now, as soon as the new graphics card was released, over at the Reddit forums, the AMD subreddit, there was a post. That post linked to the hard forum threads, and in one of the threads, some of the guys were saying that the graphics card, specifically the RX 480, is consuming more than the rated power. Like 150 watt is its rated power, but the GPU is consuming more than that when OC'd. In no way the graphics card should be able to consume more than the rated power usage. But some of the people have reported that the graphics card is consuming up to 200 watts of power, even though it has just got a 6-pin connector and 75 watts of board power. If we take 75 watts from the board and we take 75 watts from the 6-pin, it totals to about 150 watts. So what is the graphics card doing with this? According to some of the rumors, the graphics card is actually getting the extra power from the board. Now, if this is true, then I don't know that how this graphics card actually passed the internal testing, because according to the licensing contract for the spec, which every graphics card manufacturer has to actually make a contract that the graphics card is going to be consuming 75 watts from the board and 75 watts or whatever the spec of the graphics card is, it's going to be lower or up to that mark. And if this graphics card is actually consuming more than 150 watts, what is it gonna do? Now let me tell you actually disadvantage with this. When you actually draw more than 75 watts from the board, we know that the PCI Express slot 16x slot is actually giving us 75 watts of board power. When we actually draw more than 75 watts of board power, the controllers and all those power delivery systems on the board are actually going to be heating up. This can kill the board or even destroy some of the parts of the board, like capacitors and stuff. Now, after this post in the PC Master Race subreddit, Raja Koduri actually himself gave an answer to this. He said, "We have extensive testing internally on our PCI Express compliance, and RX 480 passed our testing. However, we have received feedback from some of the reviewers on high current observed on PCI Express in some cases. We're looking into these scenarios as we speak and reproduce these scenarios internally. Our engineering team is fully engaged." Now, from this post, we can actually see that Raja Koduri is replying straight to the thread and saying that he's going to be looking into this problem and they're going to be solving that. Because if they don't actually solve that, then what happens is they are not going to be able to sell the graphics card, because the contract is not going to be able to be fulfilled. Then they are bound to not sell the graphics card. Well, I know that this is actually just a BIOS issue, and they can actually lock down the voltage, the power delivery circuitry in the BIOS to be limited to that 150 watts. Now, from the Tom's Hardware, some of the reviewers actually said that we skipped long-term overclocking and overvolting tests since the RX 480's power consumption to the PCI Express slot jumped to an average of 100 watts, peaking at 200 watts. We just didn't want to do that to our test platform. So they're afraid that the graphics card will actually draw more than 75 watts and that will kill the motherboard. So yeah, there have been many updates to that, and I'm going to be linking these threads for you in the description below so you can follow these threads and keep up to date with them. Now, as you guys are talking about the Polaris graphics card, let me tell you a leak that actually happened today. Over at the AMD's website, there is a promotion page, and in this promotion page, they actually list the graphics cards that are going to be released till the December 2016. This is a promotion for their graphics card generally, and we have the leak for the upcoming graphics cards. The leak actually shows that AMD is going to be releasing the RX 490 graphics card before December 2016. Now, many guys said that the RX 490 doesn't exist or is not a graphics card anymore, or the Polaris series stops right there at RX 480. Now, I don't know that the RX 490 is going to be based upon the Polaris or Vega, but we know now that the graphics card named RX 490 actually exists. Not only there is a graphics card named RX 490, but there is a huge bunch of a list that shows the graphics cards up to R5 420. You can actually see that image. I'm gonna be linking that in the description below. You can actually see that image for yourself, count the number of graphics cards that they are going to be launching for different platforms like laptops, notebooks or whatever, or desktops and other mobile devices. So yeah guys, this is the news following the AMD's Polaris series, and we hope to see the next RX 470 graphics card in about a week or two, and the RX 460 too. But the rest of the graphics card series that are listed here, we're gonna be seeing them afterwards AMD launches these ones. Yeah guys, I'm gonna be going out now. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy the reviews, enjoy the benchmarks, and leave a like to this video if you like this kind of news, and leave a comment in the comment section below. What do you think about all these naming schemes that AMD is doing, and a huge bunch of list of the graphics card that AMD just showed on its website. I'm gonna be going out now. Peace.